And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters. These happy holidays, everyone, from all of us. And both of these teams stand excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Brian, look, there's two hallmarks of great defensive teams. Obviously, effort. You can't do anything without it. But also communication. The best defensive teams communicate well, and it's what connects all five guys on the floor.
And a wise coach once said, defense wins championships.
I would say defense and offense win championships. You need both.
And now the opening lineup for Seattle. We've got Jackson, and it's Ben Carroll in at the 4. Now here's Thomas. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Murray, shot is good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thomas outside. Ben Carroll the screen. Thomas misses. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Murray. All sorts of time, and that's good for 2. Murray's got 5.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Here's Garrett driving in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Thomas, left side. Pass to Crawford. Ben Carroll outside. Here's Crawford to win the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Seattle, Jamal Crawford at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Takes the 3. He drops it from range.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Vega. Pass to Thomas. Here's Vega. 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Offensive board. And Carroll. Here's Crawford. And again, it's Seattle missing. Gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Garrett. From outside the arc. Scott can't get it to go. Seattle trails by 3. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Let's look back on this past month and see the teams who were lights out from three-point range.
And I love the way both teams are shooting the 3 ball. They're shooting it with conviction, and it shows up in the numbers.
Jackson outside. Pass to Vega. Thomas outside. Now Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Murray brings the double. They get it back. And Banchero gets it to go.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Launches it. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Murray from outside. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Crawford. Here's Vega. This one for 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Down low. Here's Scott. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Seattle trails by 5. Thomas outside. Banchero the screen. Jacks up a 3. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Outside Murray. The 3. Sinks the tray. Murray's got 8. Seattle trails by 5. Here's Crawford. Banchero the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Crawford, no good. Got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Thomas. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Seattle making a switch here. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in. Crawford's got his second bucket on the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pass to Murray. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Seattle trails by 6. Thomas with the ball. Here's Crawford. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Crawford's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pulls up on the wing. Seattle pulls it in. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Thomas. Pass to Crawford. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3. Crawford's got 11.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Saunders. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Crawford.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Got 8 of 15 shots to go. Back to Murray, to the wing, right side. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Thomas. A minute 42 left to play in the first. The 3 from Banchero. The rebound by Murray.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 5 points in the game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Crawford. 11 points in the game. Here's Thomas for 3. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Shooting 53%. Setting the tone right from the opening tip. Seattle making a switch here. Wall's checked in.
Team foul. Coming onto the floor for Seattle. Number 1, Connor Wall.
Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for 2, number 96.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Hits both from the stripe. Here's Crawford. 11 points in the game. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
He can't get that one to fall. Seattle trails by 3. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And a missed layup.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Here's Saunders. 15 in his last outing. Goes up with it. Doesn't go that time. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
That three's off the mark. Seattle trails by 3. And for Seattle, Jackson out there with Banchero, and it's Thomas in at the 1. Here's what Seattle is lined up on their schedule. Thursday, then on Saturday.
And for that game against Baltimore, seems like the season's flying by as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
Free throw, no good. Good on the second one. Gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Scott. Here's Garrett. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 10.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Crawford. Here's Banchero. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. He makes a first.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
He does not get the second one.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Garrett. Over to the wing. Here's Scott. 6 to shoot. The jump hook. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Thomas, right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Scott, out to the wing, fires at the elbow, the putback.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Here's Vega. The 3 from Banchero. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Seattle trails by 5. Pass to Crawford. Oh, swiped away. In transition, the finish. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Here's Crawford. He's got 16. Back to Thomas. Here's Vega. Off target from outside.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, and Jackson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Goes back up. And he knocks the jumper down. 16 points for him.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. And so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Saunders. He's got 5. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Stolen. And they're pushing it up. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Crawford. Thomas outside. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Garrett. Charity stripe shot. No good off the back of the rim. And so Banchero will bring it up for Seattle. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Here's Crawford. 16 points for him. There's the 3. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Timeout. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
Well, you look at Banchero. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
To the middle. Here's Garrett. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Seattle trails by 6. Into the lane. Thomas outside. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Garrett grabs a miss.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Outside Murray. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. Murray's got 11 points.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Pass to Banchero. Fires for 3. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Mays. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Seattle trails by 6. Here's Thomas. Takes it inside. Can't cash it in from close range.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Scott. Pass to Garrett. Over Thomas. Seattle pulls it in. And Carroll passes to Crawford. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. He's checked in for Seattle. And while we can, let's take a look at the steadiest free throw shooters among small forwards in the last month. First one falls. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Garrett. He's got 7. Pass to Scott. Outside Murray. 4-3. Seattle pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining.
Lets it fly from 18. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Crawford. 23 points in the game. Inside. And Carroll passes to Crawford. And again, it's Seattle missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Garrett. Uses the glass on the layup. Garrett's got 4 points in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Crawford. Thomas outside. Off with the layup. Going 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Scott. Here's Garrett. 9 points in the game. And he dunks it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Crawford. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
23 seconds left in the first half of this one. Murray for three. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's his first trip to the line. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
First one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 17 seconds left to play in the half. With some arc, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
At the line for your home team, number 11. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. 1 second left. Not going to go that time. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 6. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the home team. Yeah, they're almost the best in show. My question is, how much better can they get? Can they shift into another gear, Shaq?
You are what you are until proven otherwise. They're good, but not good enough yet. I'm saying yet.
Okay.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Here's Saunders. Pass to Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so Banchero will bring it up for Seattle. And Seattle, looking at who they've got. Paolo Banchero is out there with Jackson. And it's Crawford in a 2-guard. Here's Vega. And he lobs it up. Perfect execution from Banchero.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Here's Saunders. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Murray. The 3-ball. Seattle pulls it in. Crawford's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
He doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he sees everything, including that opening.
90 seconds into the second half now. Right side Murray. Shoots from 14. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. He's got 6.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Jackson, left side. Yeah, that one's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Saunders. 5 points in the game. To the inside. The 11-footer. Seattle pulls it in. Pass to Crawford for the tie. Fires in the triple. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Puts up a 3. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. The 4th spot held by Paolo Banchero.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Jackson outside. Back to Thomas. Pass to Vega. Let's go with a 3. No good that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
On the wing, Murray. Kept alive. Great D that time from Banchero. Seattle trails by 3. Thomas passes to Crawford. Fires the 3. And again, it's Seattle missing. Got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Saunders. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Saunders has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Crawford passes to Banchero. Pure from three-point range. Banchero's got 11.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. 24 points for him.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
The three is up. And no good. Gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Vega. Vega's got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Thomas off the drive. The rebound by Murray.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Beyond the arc. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Thomas. That one falls. Give him 8 points now.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And here's Murray. 12 points for him. Picked by Murray. Seattle pulls it in. Vega's got his 5th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Crawford. Give him 30. The shot won't fall. Shooting just 36% in the third. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to talk it over with his guys. On the wing, Murray. Fires from deep. Seattle pulls it in. Vega's got his 6th rebound on the night. From 15 feet away. Banchero no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Banchero. And he knocks down the first one.
Number 96, taking 2 shots.
Good on both. And it's Seattle with the ball. Here's Crawford. Thomas outside. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. He can't get it to go. Seattle trails by 5. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Here's Garrett. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Warwick. He's scoreless. Pass to Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Garrett, guarded by Banchero. And he makes it. Garrett's got 11.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Here's Crawford. 30 points in the game. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Garrett. 11 points in the game. For three. On target from range. That's 29 for him.
Was already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Thomas outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Thomas has got 6 in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Outside Murray. From behind the arc. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Now here's Thomas. 12 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Banchero outside. Sinks it from distance. Banchero's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Here's Garrett, guarded by Banchero. Garrett can't hit.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Here's Scott. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2, number 96.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Seattle trails by 3. Banchero outside. Pass to Warwick. Banchero outside. Thomas outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Seattle has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Thomas finds Jackson. Count that bucket. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Scott. Pass to Murray. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul, 5th team foul. At the line for your home team, Murray. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Leading by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Seattle trails by 3. Pass to Crawford. Back to Thomas. Out to the right wing. Up top, Jackson. Lots of room. That one's wide left. Shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. And for Seattle, we've got Banchero. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Crawford in at the 2-guard spot. The shot. Garrett with a bucket. Seattle shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Thomas outside. The 3. Can't get it to drop.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And for Seattle, we've got Jackson. And it's Crawford in at the shooting guard position. Seattle trails by 5. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Vega. Yep, count it.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Comes up empty down low.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. He shoots it. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Jackson to take the lead. Vega, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Garrett. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Team foul. At the line for your home team, Garrett taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Thomas outside. Pass to Vega. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Crawford. Here's Vega. 3-pointer off the mark.
Going into halftime, he had 2 3s in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Great D that time from Banchero.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Shot from 12. It's good.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The 3 from Banchero, counted from distance. Banchero's got 13 in the second half.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
Seattle pulls it in. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thomas passes to Crawford. And again, Seattle with a triple.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
From 9 feet, he got a piece of it. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Looking to win the run. Here's Garrett. Gets the 3 to fall. Garrett's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Looking to get it going. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
Free throw good. Thomas. Both free throws good for Thomas. Gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Outside Murray. Over to the left wing. Six to shoot. There's the triple. A rebound by Jackson.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Vega, pass to Banchero. Here's the 3, nails it from 3. Banchero's got 16 points here in the second half.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Here's Murray. And the layup falls.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Seattle leading by 4. Pass to Banchero. Here's Crawford. Back to Banchero. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. Gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Garrett. Murray from outside hits the trifecta. Now just a 1-point Seattle lead.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Thomas outside. Pass to Vega. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. The 3 from Banchero. Garrett grabs a miss. Gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. The rebound by Jackson. For Seattle, they've gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Here's Crawford. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Murray.
They got that board, but they've been getting hurt on the glass all night long.
To take the lead. Garrett can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Jackson. Here's Crawford from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Crawford's got 39.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 16th rebound on the night. Back to Thomas. Inside. Jackson can't get it to go. He's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 33 points for him. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Number 22, Brooke Erickson.
Here's Thomas. Jackson, the screen. Now here's Thomas. Yep, that one goes.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Murray inside. Good. Murray's got 7 points for the quarter.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And it's Thomas off the drive, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish. And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Here's Murray. Seattle pulls it in. Thomas, right side. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Mays. The three-pointer off the mark. Thomas with the ball. The kick out to Banchero. And again, it's Seattle missing.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
The shot by Saunders, no good. Seattle on offense. Thomas outside. So we see Seattle get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our